Hey there, crazy kids. I am the Good Old Gamer, and it's time to answer your questions for the 1600 subscribers special Q&A, starting now.
Hey, good old gamers, KJ48. First of all, congratulations on 1600 subs. Totally awesome.
Hey, Gage. How's it going? Hope you're doing well.
And I have three questions for you. Number one, are you going to be playing on the Full House server again? I was playing on it a little while ago, and I never saw you on or anything. And I am not playing on it as much anymore either because it keeps getting updated and with Bucket and everything. You know, the server keeps getting restarted all the time. But once the game goes live, I'm definitely going to be playing on the Full House server. So I was wondering if you're going to be on there, and I hope to see you on there.
So, will I ever be on the Fool's House server again, basically? I don't know. Probably gonna stop in every once in a while. Just because I've been on there before, so I know some of the people, and it would be fun to hang out again, but I don't know if I'm going to be really playing on there a whole lot. Um, I don't know. It's not really my idea of multiplayer Minecraft, really. It's more of a way to socially get together with people. You make a plot in commons, and that's really about it. Before too long in a new world, everybody's explored the immediate areas, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem like the ideal multiplayer for Minecraft to me, but I'll probably stop in every once in a while and just hang out for a time or two again. Maybe make some touring videos of the worlds. Like you said, the Fool's House server, every time Minecraft updates, they have to wait on Bucket to get certain plugins and stuff going, and I don't know, I've kind of had my good times on Fool's House server already, so like I said, probably stop in to visit every now and then, but I'm not gonna really be on there a whole lot, uh, just because I've been on there plenty already. So, anyways, hope that answers that question, I guess.
My second question is, I know you like MMOs. I know you were playing that DC MMO or whatever it was, and I was wondering, have you heard anything about Star Wars: The Old Republic? It's coming out December 20th, and I'm getting pretty psyched about it. You know, I really hope you would think about playing it. I'm going to be a Jedi, and I'm not really sure what server I'm going to be on. You know, if you're going to play it, PM me, and you know, if you're cool with being a Jedi, let's pick a server and get a guild start or something. It's going to be great. So if you're interested in that, let me know. If not, let me know too. I'm just kind of curious.
Alright, so Star Wars The Old Republic, the latest attempt at the Star Wars franchise to have its own MMO. Um, wasn't there one before, like Star Wars Galaxies or something? Anyways, I'm not a big fan of MMOs, I have to say, so probably not going to be playing The Old Republic, at least not at first. Maybe if it goes free to play at some point, I might look into it, but I just don't get into MMOs enough to invest enough time and money to be playing them. So I'm probably not going to be playing the Old Republic, at least at first, like I said. But if it ever goes free to play, I might look into it because it's one of those MMO type games that does have a setting that I would probably get into and enjoy. You know, the whole being a Jedi or bounty hunter or whatever is available in the game. That would kind of be up my alley, but it is an MMO, and I have yet to find an MMO that I can actually get into and enjoy for any amount of time. So I might play the Old Republic, but it's probably not going to be for a while. I'm going to let it have its run and see if it goes free to play, and then I might look into it. If I do ever play it, I'm sure I would play a Jedi, so if you're playing it by then and have your own guild and stuff, I will see about getting in contact with you and see if I can join up if I actually do end up playing it. But probably not going to be playing it for a while, just because it's an MMO, and MMOs haven't been my kind of game for whatever reason. So, yeah, I apologize for that. But that's how it is for me.
My third question is there any chance you're gonna do any classic Let's Play series? Like I did one for The Legend of Zelda, and I'm wondering if you would do any for like old Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, N64 games. Are you into those games? Do you like them? Do they make good Let's Plays? Are you interested in doing one? I know I would like to see more classic Let's Plays out there, and as a matter of fact, I'm guilty of it too. I've only done one, and I need to get to work on more as well. So, those are my three questions, man. Again, congratulations on 1,600 subs. Take it easy.
Alright, so old school games, huh? Well, I don't have any of the actual consoles, like Nintendo or Super Nintendo or any of that. So I would probably have to get an emulator and the games on my computer. I could probably do that. I guess I never really thought about it too much, but it shouldn't be that difficult to do. I might have to actually look into that. That might be something to try out. Yeah, that's actually a fun idea. Thanks for giving me that suggestion. I'll have to look into it. I do have some older PC games, Diablo 2, the original Sims. I'm talking about the original Sims with nearly all of the expansions for the first Sims game. I've got a few other games. I don't remember what they are, but there's some of the older ones. I could be playing those as well. They would definitely run better on my computer. I'll have to look into those. Yeah, I'll probably have to get an emulator and try and figure out how to get them working well on my computer, but that's an idea. So thanks for the suggestion. I've never really thought about it, I guess. I have so many regular PC games that I could get through that I've never really thought about that other stuff, but yeah, I'll look into it. That could be fun. Thanks for the suggestion, and thanks for your questions, Cage. I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time to make your video response and giving me the questions that way. It's been interesting. Hope you do well in your future endeavors, and I'll talk to you later.
Hello GOG, congratulations on the subscribers, 1,600, that's an awesome total, buddy.
Hey Mindfiend, how's it going?
I have 3 questions for you. My first question is, what TV shows do you find funny and why?
You know, Mindfiend, it's funny you should mention that because I haven't watched TV in a couple years now at least. So my answers to this question are probably going to be not so obvious. Probably not what most people would say in this day and age, but let's see, what TV shows do I find funny and why? I always found Mythbusters, surprise surprise, I always found Mythbusters on Discovery Channel to be very funny. Just the way that Adam and Jamie just got after each other about everything. It was pretty hilarious, and then they always had some funny ways of getting through their myths and stuff, so that show was pretty funny all the time. Another one that I found to be fairly funny was MacGyver, from way back when. Was it late 80s, early 90s, MacGyver? If not for the way the bad guys acted to be funny, it was always the way that MacGyver found his way out of situations. I always figured that was pretty funny, because he would come up with the weirdest stuff, and it would seem almost plausible. It would seem like you could do it, but it was just beyond plausible enough to be just cool and funny at the same time. I don't know, he had a way about him. He was very good at what he did, MacGyver was, and it was always funny. Plus, you know, the bad guys in MacGyver, they were always just ridiculously stupid. So I always found that to be pretty funny. I don't know, besides that, like I said, I haven't watched TV in a few years, actually. These days, if I'm watching anything, it's YouTube videos, so yeah. Haven't really seen much of TV lately. So I'm going to leave my answers at that for now.
My second question is, What was your favourite vacation, and what was so memorable about it?
Well, let's see. About a year after college. Actually, it wasn't a year after college. It was right about as soon as my college career, if you could call it that, ended. I went to college for 2 years and then couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, so I stopped going. Um, but basically, after I got out of college, I had enough money saved up that I went traveling around for a year or so across the United States. I had various friends that I knew online from various forums and stuff, and somehow I managed to go visit them throughout the course of the year. I'd stay with one friend for a week or two, then I'd go hang out in another friend's house for a month, and I'd go hang out at another friend's house for another few weeks, and so on and so forth for about a year. And that was really fun. I got to travel, geez, I wish I could remember how many states, like 10 or 12 different states, I think, and it had to have been in at least as many, well, as many different cities. But it was just a really fun experience. I got to meet a lot of different people, find out a lot about a lot of different cultures, a lot of different areas of the United States. It was really fun times. And it was just interesting times, too. It wasn't like partying all the time, stuff that's not my kind of thing, but it was really good to finally meet a lot of these people that I'd known online for several years at that point. And so it was fun times. Got to hang out, got to try out a few different jobs, although they weren't really jobs. I was more or less just helping out my friends at the time, and in exchange for my help, they let me stay there, and so that was pretty cool. But yeah, that was my best vacation ever, even though it wasn't really so much of a vacation as just something I had the money to do, the time to do, and I was able to set it up, and so it worked. And you can get quite a ways around the United States for fairly cheap if you are willing to ride a bus. So it was an interesting trip. But yeah, that was my most fun vacation. Actually, it was probably my only official vacation. Because when I was growing up, like during the summers and stuff, we would go on vacation, but we really wouldn't leave home. We would just travel up to the hills. I live in South Dakota, and there's some Black Hills area that we used to live near. Back in my hometown, we were, I don't know, like an hour away from all the touristy spots like Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse Monument, and a bunch of the different caves and stuff. So during the summer times when I was growing up, we would just go to those different places. Well, you can only go to those different places so many times before it's not fun anymore. It's just what we do. It's just tradition. There's nothing else to do. So, and my family wasn't really high off in terms of money and stuff, so we really couldn't go anywhere else. We just had to stay local. So my only official vacation, even though it wasn't a vacation really, was that trip I took after college. So yeah, that's my most fun favorite time for a vacation, I guess.
And my third question is, in Minecraft people build homes. If in real life you could do the same and money was no object, what specific rooms would you build into it? For example, I've always wanted to have a small but very powerful computer room, and I've always wanted to have a snooker table, room for a snooker table. What would you have?
Well, I would build a log cabin because I always wanted a log cabin. It would be in the mountains, but it would be built in kind of a clearing. There would be a waterfall nearby that I could see out of a window, probably a big bay window, and it would go down into a small little lake alongside the clearing, and just be a nice, fantastic, beautiful spot. I've had this dream house forever. But it would be a log cabin. It'd be a fairly good sized log cabin. There would be a den, of course. It would be kind of one of those sort of like library study sort of dens, with a fireplace and whatnot. So I always thought that'd be pretty cool. The bedroom would be sort of a loft, kind of. I don't know if it'd be like sort of above the living room, but it would be up overlooking sort of, I guess, the living room or kitchen area, that sort of thing. It would be an open loft area. You couldn't really see it from downstairs from the kitchen or the living room or anything like that. You wouldn't be able to know it's a bedroom unless you went up there. But it would have that open air feel to it, so when I wake up in the morning, I would get out of bed and I'd be able to look down at the home and stuff. Probably the bay window would be facing whatever side of the house that was, so that when I would get up out of bed in the morning, I could look out the bay window as well as look down at the living room and stuff. What else? I think that's about it. There'd probably be a dock on the lake, by my house. Probably not going to be fishing off of it, because fishing in real life is boring and disgusting in a lot of ways. But I would probably sit on the deck there and, read or maybe write stories or something. I don't know. I would use it, but it wouldn't be for fishing or anything. I might have a boat. I don't know. I've never really had a boat, so I don't know if I'd really like to have one, but it might be cool to have one. Maybe I'd have a paddle boat. That way I could have the essence of a boat without all of the maintenance behind it, and I could get exercise while I'm at it. I don't know. That's just random. What else in my log cabin? That's probably about all the detail I'd have in it. I suppose, like you, I would have a computer room, dedicated computer room with, probably enough powerful computer stuff to have a server or two, not necessarily for Minecraft, but just for, any games that would come up that I could have a server for, like Minecraft. I think that would be really handy. And of course, I would be able to have a computer that could run any game without lag at all. Assuming I could get all the technical stuff running a game going. And that includes like using fraps and stuff, wouldn't lag or anything like that, because that is the most annoying thing about making gaming videos, is that stupid lag. But I don't know, other than that, I'm not too picky, really. I know what my dream home looks like, but I haven't really gone into details of like what the bathrooms would look like or anything like that. Or even what the kitchen would look like. It's just I have a general overall kind of idea to it, and if I could make it, I would. That would be awesome. But I don't even know if I could find the right area, like a mountainy, woodsy kind of area with a clearing and a lake and a waterfall and all that stuff. I don't know if I could even find that, let alone the house that I'd want to build. So yeah. And by the way, you guys, if you're still watching this video, the reason that the camera shakes is because it's the webcam for my laptop. And as you can see back here, I'm in my recliner, so every time I move even a little bit, my recliner moves, and then my laptop moves, and that's why the camera's all shuddering around and stuff. So that's also why the camera quality is terrible, but there you go. Yeah, that's my dream home, Mindfiend.
That's it. Congratulations, buddy. Speak to you soon.
Thank you, Mindfiend, for taking the time to make a video response and for asking your questions. And You've been a great friend, and I look forward to more videos that you make, and say hi to Mrs. Mindfiend while you're at it. Hello, Mrs. Mindfiend. And, yeah, I can't wait to watch more videos of yours and talk to you again soon. Mo951. Hi there. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. What other games do you play while not recording? Don't really play games when I'm not recording these days. I've tried, and every time I play and I'm not recording, I keep thinking to myself, I should be recording. So, I don't know. I have tried to start playing Deus Ex Human Revolution, and I've gotten a little ways into it, but like I said, that little voice inside of my head keeps telling me that if you're going to be playing a game, you might as well be recording it and make use of your time wisely, and kill two birds with one stone. But yeah, I haven't really been able to play games when I'm not recording. And in case you guys are wondering, Deus Ex Human Revolution is one of the latest games that's come out, and probably not going to be able to make videos for it. Um, at least not for a while, simply because it's one of the newer games, which means there's going to be a bunch of lag and technical issues and junk that I'm not really fond of dealing with right now. I've got a lot of that going on with my current games, Mass Effect 2, Borderlands, so on and so forth. So, probably going to hold off on that for a while. But from what little I played of it already, it is a excuse me, it is a fun game. So if you're into that sort of thing, definitely go pick it up and check it out for yourself. I may get around to making videos for it eventually, but I think I'm going to go to some more old school games first, just to kind of, sort of, maybe get away from the lag issues and stuff for a while. But we'll see. Well, let's see. What jobs have I had? I spent most of my life up until I was 27 working on my family's farm and ranch. So that would be job number one, although this isn't in any particular order. The last year, when I was 26 to 27, when I was on my family's farm and ranch, I also took care of my grandparents. Um, my grandmother had the beginnings of dementia and Alzheimer's, and my grandfather, although perfectly fine mentally and all that, he had physical health problems such as his eyes were going bad and he couldn't get around very well and stuff. So I was spending a lot of my time taking care of them, making sure they got around, making sure they were safe, got everything they needed and all that stuff until they eventually had to go to a professional care facility when it got to the point where they just needed round the clock supervision and stuff. Um, and our hometown at the time was at least half an hour from any sort of care facility, so they had to move out of their home and go there after a certain point. But that would be my second job. Sort of at the same time I was working on the ranch. The ranch still paid me, so it wasn't really an official job, but I consider it a separate job because it was mainly live-in home healthcare sort of thing. And then when I was in college, which was sort of in between there as well, the first year of college, I worked at the college library, and that was the most boring job I ever had, but for someone as introverted as I am, it was fantastic in that respect because I worked the closing shift, so there was hardly anybody there unless it was like finals week or something, because it was a college library, so there you go. It was really boring, but at the same time, there wasn't a lot of people, so it wasn't that stressful to me either. Um, Second year of college, I worked at a radio station, of all things. That was fun. Unfortunately, it was the college radio station, so nobody listened to it, and we only got to play indie alternative rock music that I had no interest in whatsoever, and nobody listened to. But I got to be on the radio. I got to announce the music. I got to make announcements on the radio. I got to talk about the weather and that sort of thing, so it was all good. I even got to give away some prizes every now and then, so that was fun. So that would be job number 4. And the 5th job I have is the job that I have now. After a certain point when I was 27, I had to leave the ranch because, unfortunately, the family ranch had to be sold after a point. And so I had to move away, and so I moved to a different town, got a fresh, clean start, and now I work at Walmart. I'm a cashier at Walmart, and that's my current job. Been there for a little over 2 years now, 2 years and 4 or 5 months or so. Started working there in July of 2009, and it's October of 2011, so there you go. Been working there that whole time. So I've had 5 official sort of major jobs in my life so far. I tend to stick with a job once I have one. I don't like to hop around from job to job to job. It's just easier to do taxes and that sort of thing that way too. And I tend to have a good work ethic. So I stick with jobs. So that's why I only have about 5 throughout my life. I've had a few odds and ends jobs here and there, but it's been nothing particularly major to be concerned with. So yeah, 5 jobs, and first one was on a ranch, and the second one was in the college library. Third one was college radio station. Fourth one was working with my grandparents, taking care of them for about a year. And the current one, 5th one, is working at Walmart as a cashier. And keep in mind, those aren't in chronological order, but there you go. So, hope that answers that question. Thanks for asking your questions, Momomo951. I appreciate you taking the time to make a video response and get your questions out to me.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey, good old gamer. It's the 3 bros here. That's Gnarlo.
Keebs. Dwenden.
Good, he remembered his name this time. Anyway, we wanted to say congratulations on your 1,600 subscribers.
Congratulations very much. That's quite a feat that you have there.
Guess I need to subscribe.
Dwenden, could you slap Keebs for me? Thanks.
Oh, I was expecting you to say McRib or something like that, but that was even better. You, leave.
I had to bitch slap you for that.
I was wondering what happened.
With a fish.
With a fish.
All right. So, congratulations. We also wanted to give you a big thank you for your Freaky Friday featuring us. That was an extremely cool thing to do.
Yes, indeed. It was super nice of you to do that, and sorry it's taken so long for all of us to get together to do this, but we've been meaning to do it ever since we saw that. It was very awesome of you to give us that little shout out like that.
Very much so. It was really nice.
Exactly. Big thank you to you. You're really a classy guy. It really helps explain why you've got the 1,600 viewers. So, congratulations. We're ready to see the next 1,600. And the next 1,600 videos, which we're expecting up probably by next Wednesday.
Tuesday, I'm guessing.
Well, I figured the man's got to sleep sometime.
Hey now, I have 1,700 videos right now. Thank you very much.
He's a machine.
So, we were going to ask you our 3 questions. I'll let Dwenden go first.
All right, good old gamer. I was wanting to find out just how you managed to produce so many videos at a time. I know, being subscribed to you for a while, I know every time it seems like I get a chance, and it's usually about once or twice, or once every couple of days or so. I'm tracking down a backlog of videos. So I was just curious how you make so many videos.
Right. Well, you see, I don't really time out my recording sessions. I mean, when I record a game recording session, wow, that's not making any sense, but when I take time to record, I record generally within an hour or two, depending on how sucked into the game I get. But I don't really like time it out. I don't do like episode by episode or anything like that. So I'll just record for an hour or two, and then I'll split up the videos into 20 to 30 minute episodes, depending on what's going on in the games, what games I'm playing, and that sort of thing. And so that's why with every recording session I do, you can get anywhere between 3 to 6 hour, or not hours, 3 to 6 videos per recording session, because, you know, if I make videos around 20 minutes long, that's 3 videos for every hour. And if I have 2 hours worth of recording session, that's 6 videos. So that's why. And also, I don't like hold back on my videos like most of you guys do. After I record the videos, I get them rendered out, and then I upload them right to YouTube. So I don't really hold back within more than a day or two of my recording from when they go up on YouTube, which is why I end up putting up a lot of videos throughout a week, because if I'm recording an hour to 2 hours, you know, every night or even every other night, that's 3 to 6 or so videos every night or every other night. So that can add up in the course of a week. So that's probably why I end up with so many videos and why you guys have so many videos to watch. But at the same time, I look at it like, you know, YouTube's 24/7. So even if you guys don't get to keep up with my videos as they're coming out, because let's face it, who has that much time? They're going to be up there unless YouTube shuts down or like closes down my channel or something. But generally speaking, they're up there for you to watch whenever you want to watch them. You don't have to watch them immediately. You can watch them whenever you get to them. So I'm not particularly too concerned with people kind of missing out on videos, because they're always there for you guys to watch. Another reason that I have so many videos right now is because when I first started out on YouTube, that was a couple of years ago, and the original video limit was 10 minutes. You could squeeze it out to 11 minutes, just under 11 minutes, but the average was 10 minutes per video. You could not go any higher than that unless you were a partner with YouTube, which means that for every hour recording session that I had, I would have 6 videos. If it went up to 2 hours, that would be 12 videos per recording session. That added up really fast, but eventually YouTube, of course, went up to the 15-minute mark, and so then the videos were about 4 videos per every hour of recording. And then eventually YouTube was nice enough to let me record however long I wanted, so I try and keep it around 20 minutes. Sometimes it goes up to 30 minutes, but I usually don't have videos higher than that unless it's like an hour-long special to end a series or something. But that's why I have so many videos right now, is because when I first started, it was 10 minutes of video, and that was it. So I still do what I do today, which is record for an hour or two, but it was just more videos per hour because of the limits. So that's another reason why I have so many videos, in case you're wondering.
Alright, very good. Keebs, anything in particular you can think of? Other than McRibs?
Hello, hello, hello.
Dwenden, could you slap Keebs for me? Thanks.
Bitch slap.
You still with us?
Not quite yet. Give me a few minutes.
I guess I need to subscribe to him.
That was excellent. Oh, jeez.
That's what he could ask. So what are the perks and benefits to subscribing to you? So, Gnarlo, what question would you like to ask Good Old Gamer?
Well, my question for the good old gamer, for GOG, is very simple. Could you be my brother? I need to work with a better crew of people. And that won't be long, just as soon as I push this button. Oh, brotherly love. And I was only half joking about that brother thing.
Here, come here. Get a little closer.
Yeah, come here, Rash boy.
No, my question seriously is, I was curious if on your time away from making videos and working and everything, do you like to read? You know, do you read books? What kind of books do you read? Magazines, that sort of thing. What kind of stuff is it that you do that isn't gaming related? And just kind of see where it is your head's at. I guess that's it.
Alright, so what books do I read? Unfortunately, I don't read a lot these days. And the books that I used to read and that I could continue to read, unfortunately, are gaming related. I have a few novels related to the Splinter Cell series, and I've only read, I think, 2 of them, but I have 1 or 2 more. But they're really good. If you enjoy the Splinter Cell games, and I don't know if you do or not, but it's a much more kind of realistic, grittier sort of take on the Splinter Cell sort of games, on Sam Fisher's adventures. They don't really, well, I think one of them might, but generally they don't go over the game's adventures themselves. They have different adventures that Sam Fisher goes on, and they're much more grittier, much more realistic. If Sam Fisher was a real person, a real Splinter Cell spy sort of guy, I think this would be sort of the take that he would have, the kind of adventures that he would have. They're very good books, the 2 that I've read. I haven't read some of the more later ones that just came out, but the first couple of them were really good as far as that goes. It makes Sam Fisher and the whole like Third Echelon and stuff seem that much more real and plausible. And I've also read like 2 or 3 of the Halo novels for the sci-fi shooter game Halo, the Halo franchise. I've read a few of the novels for that, and I have a couple more novels and a graphic novel that I could read for that, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But those are basically the kinds of books that I read when I do get a chance to read, which hasn't been lately. But I tend to look for novels and games that expand on, or novels of games that expand on the games themselves, backstories, histories, more characters, that sort of thing. Stuff that games themselves can't really get into a whole lot. Some of the more like RPG sort of games can, but a lot of the games that I like, they just get right into the action, you know. So these games expand the universe of those, or these books expand the universe of those games, I should say. Blah, 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 blah. So that's what I get into reading. When I was younger, I used to read a lot of the Stephen King books. I used to read them for school basically because page counts were amazing. You know, with one Stephen King book, you get 3,000 pages. That was pretty awesome. I used to beat all of the kids in reading just because I got a 3,000 page book, you know. And my mom used to have all of the Stephen King novels. She kept up with them for quite a while, and so I read quite a few of those. Haven't really been big on a whole lot of reading, though. I used to be bigger on it when I was a kid, and as I've gotten older, I've either had less time or less motivation, or I don't know. I've been more interested in games and videos and that sort of thing, I guess. But yeah, when I read, it tends to be books based on games. So even when I'm reading, it's revolving around games somehow. So there you go.
Gnarlo?
All right. Keebs, have you got a question?
I do. Good old gamer. Question for you. Do you prefer boxers or briefs, or do you sit around in a kilt like me all day?
Keebs, yeah, you have to subscribe to me in order to get answers to questions like that one. Sorry.
Alrighty. I think we've got our episode.
In all seriousness, though, with your videoing and playing Minecraft and other games, which one do you far by prefer? Whether it be Minecraft or the Fallout series that you do, which one gives you the most enjoyment, and which one is more fulfilling as far as what you can actually succeed while you're videoing?
Alright, so what's my favorite games out of the ones I played for my channel already? That would be Mass Effect. As far as my enjoyment goes and what I get out of it, the Mass Effect franchise, Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 as of now, and eventually Mass Effect 3, those are my favorite games. They have, out of the ones that I played for the channel already, they have the best stories, the most interesting characters. They're RPGs, and I am fantastically a fan of RPGs, if that makes any sense. I get to level up Shepard, the main character, and I get to decide what choices he makes. I even get to decide if he's a he or a she, what classes they take, and so on and so forth, equipment they use and all that, and where they go, what adventures they take, in what order, and it's just really, really good. So out of the games that I played, Mass Effect and 1 and 2 are my favorites for that sort of thing. I get really into those games. I get lost in those games. Plus, they're sci-fi, and I'm a sci-fi geek, so that's another reason why I like them. Space battles and all that good stuff. As far as video making goes, so far Minecraft is the one that I enjoy most when it comes to making videos, because you can just hop in, you can play for however long you need to play, and you can hop out. You can edit videos quick and easy. You don't have to worry about cutscenes. You don't have to worry about dialogue scenes. And for the most part, Minecraft runs fairly smooth. I mean, I do have lag issues in Minecraft, but it's nothing compared to a lot of the other games. And it's just really quick and easy, and there's a lot of freedom to do what I want, when I want. I can either plan stuff out or just do stuff on my whim. So as far as video making goes, Minecraft is easy. The only trouble with Minecraft now is that I've done so many videos on it. I played it so long that kind of running out of the enthusiasm and interest that I once had for it. I'm not going to stop playing it for a while yet, but it's becoming increasingly difficult to find unique things to do. Fortunately, the recent updates have helped with that. There's been stuff to explore and new things added to the game, but it's easy as a video maker to make videos for it, but as a gamer, there's only so much you can do in Minecraft. So my personal enjoyment is in Mass Effect as far as the games that I played for my channel. But yeah, video making, it's got to be Minecraft, hands down. So there you go.
So GOG, congratulations again. That's our 3 questions for you. I said we're looking forward to seeing many, many, many more videos and stuff from you. And we know you won't disappoint us on that matter.
Definitely won't. I will be able to watch videos until I die.
Until we all die.
Dwenden, could you slap Keebs for me? Thanks.
Exactly. I was like, oh, sorry. I was gonna break the glass below you.
Alright, well, thank you, Gnarlo, Dwenden, and Keebs. Even though Keebs clearly hasn't subscribed yet. Just kidding. Thank you guys for making the time to make a video response and getting your questions in. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Any of you guys watching this video who haven't seen Gnarlo, Dwenden, and Keebs, go check out their channels. They've got this series called Brocraft where they're playing Minecraft together on a server, as you've seen in this video. And if you thought this video was funny, just go watch them on their channel. They're just amazing. I can't say enough in terms of recommending them. If you guys want some good old Minecraft fun, go check them out. And once again, guys, appreciate your questions, and that goes to everybody: Cage, Mindfiend, Momomo951, Gnarlo, Dwenden, and Keebs. Thanks for taking the time to get your questions out. Kinda bummed that out of 1,600 subscribers, I've only got you guys, but hey, you're my valued viewers, and obviously you guys appreciate what I do, and you've taken the time to pitch in and participate. And so I don't know if next time we will do this video response thing. I might go back to just comments. Maybe I'll mix it up and have comments, questions, and video responses. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below of this video if you appreciate it and want more of the video response sort of interactions, or if you want me to go back to the normal Q&As with comments. Let me know. And that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. I am the Good Old Gamer. You guys are amazing as always, and this video is for you. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it, and I will be talking to you guys again soon. Bye for now. Bye.